What's good, everyone? Wish I wouldn't have had to make this video, but it's what it is. Sorry that I haven't come on live about this since the incident, but I've just been extremely busy. So, as most of y'all know, Charlie Kirk was assassinated, murdered in cold blood. They finally caught the guy, supposedly. So, but I wanted to come on here to kind of give my thoughts and opinions onto it. So, with that being said, for those of you who want to sit there and want to laugh and make jokes about murder like that, y'all are just fucking disgusting. Plain and simple. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, if you're sitting there laughing about it, making jokes, happy about it, wishing it on other people, you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. There's no easy way to say that. My condolences, my thoughts and prayers will go out to the family, and everything, and the friends that were close to Charlie. So, I've never met him, but I did watch his content, and I found myself kind of relating with his messages. So, his and I's views kind of aligned with one another. And I'll tell you, when I got that news, it was actually my friend, Blue, who told me, and I couldn't believe it. That was a turning point for America. You want to sit there and take away debate? That's the only thing keeping us from going into civil war. Hate to say it. So the next few months is going to be interesting to see. Anyways, I'm not going to try to drag anything out, but I want to see what we can do now to help the situation. Because murder of any type with anybody, whether you're left, you're right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So what do we do as Americans to stop this from happening, especially in schools? Well, for one, we need to start allowing teachers to be armed. On campuses, on everything. We need to start letting them be armed. That's pretty obvious. We need to start putting armed guards in front of the schools. I'm sorry, but you're not gonna sit there and shoot. That's gonna decrease the amounts of shooting. Third off, and I'm actually shocked about this one. I'm shocked that there isn't any federal debt. And don't get me wrong, I'm pro Second Amendment. I believe in having the right to bear arms. I believe and you should be able to, and I believe that you should bear arms, especially in today's society. So, me saying this is going to piss a lot of people off, but I want to open the dialect for it. If you disagree with it, or you think that this could be a problematic issue, let me know. Let me know in the comments. But it shocked me that we do not have a federal database for gun owners. So, this is what I'm thinking. If you buy a gun, your name should go into a database that can be accessed all across America. If anytime you purchase a gun, that gun and that serial number is put into that database. I'm surprised that we don't do that now. And I had that thought when I was watching or listening to the Charlie Kirk not Charlie Kirk. Wow. When I was listening to the Steven Crowder podcast. And it's like, I wonder if there is such database. We have such a database for fingerprints, for DNA, things like that. So, why not this? So, why not create a database for that? Because a lot of these guns are being purchased legally. are being purchased legally. They're not being purchased off the street, just off the streets. They're not. So, and before you say, oh, they're getting them from their parents, they're getting them from their spouse, they're getting them from family members, friends. Okay. But if we do that database, we can then not pinpoint, but we then can narrow down who it is. If it's a parent, we look at if they have any kids. We look at their kids. We look at their friends. We look at their social media accounts. We look at everything. So, I do believe that there needs to be a federal database. I believe that if you purchase a gun, it is mandatory for you to go through a gun safety course. Mandatory. I believe it is also should be mandatory for you to have a psych eval. And before you say, oh, that goes against our right to medical care. Okay, but you're trying to purchase something that could end someone's life. I mean, cops have to go through it to be able to get the job, and that's why, because they take and they carry a firearm. And it should be kept up like every 6 months to a year. You should have one every 6 months to a year to check your mental stats. So I think that's what we need to implement. Now, as far as conversations and stuff like that, like I said, Charlie was the type of person to have an open dialect with people. So if you disagree with someone, that should not give you the right to kill said person. Just because you disagree with them, we can disagree. I could say that my favorite color is blue, which it is. My favorite color is blue. Say yours is red. Let's say that you sit there and say, oh, blue is stupid. Blue is for retarded people. Okay. Should we use that kind of language? No. But is it going to hurt? No. It's not going to cause any issues. You disagree with me. And that's okay. And that is completely fine for you to disagree. On either side of the spectrum. Whether you're left or right. It don't matter. Because I know that there was a couple of Democrats that was murdered as well. I don't know the full details on that, and the media coverage wasn't as big on it. But let me say this. When you stop the dialect when you stop the open dialect for said thing, for said communications, it's going to turn into civil war. What do we have then? Violence. Come on. Put yourself in the shoes of the victim. They've got a family. They're human. They're human. Charlie had a wife and kids. Now, whether he was a good father or not, that's neither here nor there. He was a father. His kids saw him murdered. His wife seen him murdered. What kind of fucked up sicko does shit like that? To me, I just can't comprehend that. I can't. Anyways, that's my thoughts. I was gonna make this as into a YouTube short and stuff, but I couldn't do it within the time span that they give us. So I'm doing it into a short video. So, I love y'all. Like I said, thoughts and prayers for Charlie and his family. I know he's in a better place. He was a Christian, and he was a good, godly man. So I know where he is, without a shadow of a doubt. Anyways, keep the open dialect, people. Don't turn to violence. Anyways, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.